phone, please.
Get off your phone. Let's get into.
You gotta stop puking in my room, bro.
let's get.
I know you can't hold food down, but I'm just not gonna feed you anything, so you can't throw up.
Matt's talking about
my cat, Ozzy, 16. Just a $6 million cat. I got him kept alive with bionic eyeballs and lungs and stuff. I've given my cat laser vision.
Oh man, this is the real post Broken Home show.
Yes,
we're all tired.
Yeah, I think that's just tired.
But what we said before we actually went was right on.
It did rain. We did ride an helicopter, and the teamwork was awesome. What an amazing event.
And we played with night vision Googles.
Googles. Yeah. And just, dude, American Milsim.
Those guys,
man, you guys know what you're doing. So cool event.
The new up and comers in the industry, I think.
Yeah. We just need you guys to get West Coast side.
Cali now. Come back.
Yeah. Not that I don't want to travel. It would be nice to have you guys close.
It'd be nice not to have to deal with the travel that we had to endure.
Yeah.
We had a rough trip. We left Evike.com to the airport at 2:00 on Thursday. We did not get into our hotel until 6 a.m. the following day.
Anybody that's ever gone from California to Oklahoma or vice versa knows it doesn't take that long.
Yeah. Considering the flight was maybe about 3 hours.
We just had delay after delay after delay.
We had a really stressful time. We made it. We had fun.
Yeah, we ended up putting in some work, even though we were tired. But anyway, welcome to this episode of the Not So Round Table. I don't remember what episode we're on. What are we on? 30?
This is episode 30.
All right.
We're actually marking episode 30 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done this for 30 weeks.
Times 30 minutes. We've been here for a while. You guys know how it works here. You guys submit questions in previous videos. Those get into our Helm of Reason here. And then we pick them out and answer them to the best of our ability. Despite how terribly
honest and harsh.
Yeah,
and, we're mean.
Well, I'm mean. I don't know about
Matt's not as mean.
Do you want to start or you want me to start?
You start.
All right, I'll start. Look at this. I'm not dropping one. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Tactical Velociraptors asks.
That's a good name.
Cool name. Dear Matt, this one is specifically for you.
I'll just get off camera.
Jeez. No, stay with me, please.
No, I'm just going to have a sip of my water.
No. Okay, so I was watching Vikings today. Awesome show.
Is it like Viking Quest?
No, Vikings. Vikings.
I know.
It's like what's that other one that's on right now? Roger, what's that other one that's on? It's like that medieval that everyone's all crazy about. Yeah, it's like Game of Thrones, but without the crap. Imagine how many people have made me angry. No, it's all just not full of nudity and just people. Anyway, so Vikings. You were watching Vikings. Great. And their shield walls put me into some deep thinking. Why haven't we ever seen a Riot shield wall in game? Funny you ask that, Tactical Velociraptors. You were just talking about Tactical Velociraptors. I've asked the very same question. In fact, I think I put it to the Airsoft community that we should do a Riot shield wall after I watched Gladiator, in which they actually use the testudo, pronounced one of those ways, which is a shield wall. Testudo is a Roman translation from tortoise shell. It's a tortoise shell wall in which the main force is, well, not a main force, but it's where a squad is surrounded by members with shields. And the Roman shields are very similar in size and shape to our current Riot shields. Now, the difference with Vikings would be that they use a type of shield called a buckler. Well, I mean, I guess a buckler would have been like a British or European equivalent. Those are a bit larger than bucklers because bucklers really are only that big. Anyway, beside the point. Yeah, we should totally get into that. How practical it is in-game to have 30 people running around with shields because they're so looked down upon as being an unfair advantage.
It'd be funny just to do, and I'm surprised all that knowledge you just hit me with. I was really kind of shocked considering considering how big of a history person I was.
I watch a lot of History Channel.
I know you watch a lot of History Channel. I mean, but it was a major for a little while. I don't understand how you just hit me with some knowledge. I mean, I knew about the testudo obviously, but I didn't know about all this other bracketing things you were talking
Oh, the
about.
buckler?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a small shield.
Okay, yeah. That's something I obviously did not learn in any of my history classes in college.
Well, it was used. I mean, it was a personal defense.
Yeah,
thing.
I get
It's just
it.
not terribly effective against arrows, which
We
is why
will
they're using a larger.
one day, out of boredom, do this.
Yes, I think we should. We've got the shields laying around. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get rid of 30 damage shields though.
Raffle.
But yeah, so there's your answer. Vikings, awesome show. I've brought up the Riot Shield wall. We need to do that.
Let's do it. Okay. Tyler7264. Your name's not as cool as Tactical Velociraptor.
It's okay.
When did you start working at Evike, and how did you get it?
How did we get it? Like get the job?
Yeah, how did you get the job? You know, because everybody wants to work here.
Well, how did you?
I played Airsoft for a while. I moved to LA in 2007. I started working. I was working in the video game industry for a while. Was a CG artist. There's my background.
You made video games. Super cool.
I worked in video games for a while, and sadly in 2008, as people know, the economy took a giant nosedive. And one thing that it did is kind of dry up the gaming industry in California. I mean, everybody wants to go work for Blizzard or the cool companies, and, you know, I would love to go work for Blizzard and all that. But at the same time, they have so many people applying for jobs, hard to get noticed, all this stuff. And the other companies that were out there doing smaller stuff, and the mobile industry wasn't huge yet. And so it was hard to find work. And I knew Evike, I knew Airsoft, so I decided to just kind of
apply yourself.
I stumbled into this and started working with you in the reviews, and we started generally building, and I think we got a pretty good high quality level today, and I enjoy what I do.
Go back to where we started.
Yeah,
we were really.
I don't come from a camera background, so I was kind of learning from on the fly. I mean, I knew about art, I knew about those kind of things, so
which helps because lighting is a big thing.
And obviously, I mean, motion graphics I knew a lot about, so that helped, and we've slowly built this up, and that's what I used to do. And what about you? I mean, you were around the same time, so I mean, I've been working.
You and I got hired about the same time.
What was it? 2009, 2010?
No.
2010.
We've only been here for like 4 years.
Well,
it must have been 2010. Okay, so I played Airsoft for quite a long time, and because I grew up in the area where Evike started, I've kind of always shopped at Evike just because. I mean, I shopped based on convenience, but also I'm a realist as an airsofter. I think we both are. You know, you go where you can find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And so while I didn't shop exclusively at Evike, they just happened to have the things that I was looking for at a time that I was looking for them at a really reasonable price. Enough advertising.
Yeah, that was a pretty big plug there.
Sorry.
This is not what the show is about.
I'm sorry. Okay, so. So I had made quite a few friends that worked here at Evike.com and a few teammates. We were on the same team together playing Airsoft, and so I would visit regularly. And as it turned out, I was visiting one day, and the previous lady who did, or girl who did the marketing videos here, Brandy Grace, you can probably still find some of her videos, I think, on her channel if you go back. She was moving on to bigger and better things. She wanted to go in a different direction than continuing to do Airsoft, and I think it was just kind of a luck of the draw that I happened to be in the store on the day that they were looking for somebody.
And you have a theater background.
And I have a theater background. I have an acting background and an improv background. And so kind of that, I had a friend who said, "Hey, I've got a buddy who's in the storefront right now. He's got a theater background. You might want to talk to him." And boom, 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 boom. Here we are today.
And now you're a star.
Still don't know what I'm doing. Still enjoying playing Airsoft.
And I am still getting caught on this wire underneath this desk here.
And we've built some great relationships. And then we lucked out, I think, honestly. And I'm sorry, Roger. Roger's behind the camera, so I'm looking at Roger right now through you guys.
What's up, Roger?
We really lucked out. Roger's expertise. He's a hell of a camera operator.
Yeah, what's great about Roger is he is all those event videos that we've done.
This is Airsoft epic stuff.
He is the guy getting that footage, and he is fearless. This guy has...
I've never seen anybody run headlong in between two forces engaging each other, camera above his head. This guy gets the shots.
He helps out, and he helps me a lot out with editing and stuff like that when I have too much work to do. And
Shades came here in a meteorite.
Let's stop there.
Yeah.
Boom.
There you go. All right. This one's from Matthew Thompson.
That looks like a really long question.
It's not that bad. Okay, hey guys, good questions on the video. Thanks. I mean, we didn't ask them. But, my question is, what falls under the secondary category besides your typical sidearm, in parentheses, pistol? Could a PDW like an MP5 or PDR be considered one? Curious because I personally don't like most pistols. Good question. The PDW stands for, what is it? Personal defense weapon. And it was never really meant to be a sidearm. It's a primary weapon because it uses an AR frame and round. Yes, it's collapsible and it is small, but it's not necessarily meant as a secondary.
No, it was always designed to be like concealable. All those guns with a folding stock, whether it's the like MP9, KMP or the MP7, the PDW, all those are kind of designed to be
compact,
discreet and allow the person who is using them, who doesn't want to carry a handgun, to have something with like more punch, basically. So in Airsoft, I know what you're saying. Like, I want to use a PDW as my secondary to a DMR or whatever you want to use. And the issue I have with it is, I mean, you can use whatever you want. It's a lot of weight to be lugging around.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, they all fall into the similar bracket of submachine guns. You know, the MP9 and then all those. Yeah. They all fall into the submachine gun bracket. And they're really meant as primaries in the general sense of the word in the real world. But Airsoft is not necessarily the real world.
Correct.
And if you're looking for something that is small profile, that isn't that heavy, then as long as your field will allow you to carry two primary weapons and you'd like to use one as a secondary, I don't really see any problem with it. If you want to deal with it, good for you. I like rocking my lightweight pistol because I don't like it getting in my way.
Yeah, high five.
Or go with a shotgun. Shotguns make great secondaries.
Not in real life.
No. In Airsoft, you got a scabbard.
You got the scabbard, which I think Condor probably designed that thing entirely for Airsoft.
And I don't know what skinny shotgun they were using to model it after, because fitting any normal size shotgun in it is
But again,
tight.
they wanted to make it tight so it didn't fall out.
Yeah, but without that long length.
And then it sticks up above your head, and then when you're like going through a door, it like gets caught, and you're like, why'd I bring this thing around with me? You should check out pistols. There's some cool pistols out there if you don't like pistols.
Just going to put this out there. High Kappa Extreme. You were just about to grab a new number.
A new number in the store? I'm number 71.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle K., what does drip current charging mean on a Lipo battery charger? I'm going to go with what I think it is. I don't actually know specifics. Maybe somebody else can comment below. I'm pretty sure what it means is when your Lipo battery gets charged all the way and it's dripping the charge, meaning that it's no longer charging it, and it's whatever charge you be getting is just dripping away. So it's.
I have a feeling that you might be referencing trickle charging. Drip charging, I've never heard of, and I mean, maybe I'm just out of the loop. But if drip charging is anything like trickle charging, it's the same kind of thing that cell phones do when they hit their full charge. If a charger outputs a certain voltage and a certain amperage, it pushes that amount until the battery's full. A non-intelligent charger like a wall charger will continue to push that voltage and amperage regardless of the battery's condition, whether it's fully charged or not. That can lead to overcharging, heating of the battery, and damage ultimately to the batteries. What a smart charger does, I think, if this is trickle charging, is once it reads that the battery is full, it will decrease the voltage and amperage that it's charging at to only output voltage and amperage when the battery's voltage drops below full again, topping it off. I think.
His answer sounds way better than my answer.
I have no idea.
All right, let's go with another. Sorry, like usually specifics, like we're
that's
somewhat knowledgeable, but sometimes.
And we can be, I mean, if we're wrong, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Because, look, we're all trying to learn together here.
Yeah, that's what this is about. It's about an experience.
Yeah. Jonah Tyree asks, have you ever considered wearing roller skates or Heelys in an indoor CQB game? It would certainly make it more fun. Having been one of those people that has worn Converse All-Stars in an indoor CQB game and has slipped on BBs, no thanks. I'm good without wheels.
And considering BBs would make you fall very easily.
Plus, have you ever been on a skateboard and you hit one of those little spiky ball things and you just go flying?
Yep. It would
imagine,
just cease your wheels up instantly if you were using anything.
just
and
ah!
yeah, no, I think that is a horrible idea. Anyone who's going to try it, we didn't tell you to do it. This is on
Although,
you.
just tactical advice. Get some hard shell knee pads. Get a little bit of running a start. Do that paintball or that baseball slide. Tuck your dominant leg under your butt cheek. Get that other leg forward. Slide up to the point where you want to stop. Get your heel down. Pop up. Engage. Nobody looks for sliding people. Someone's going to get hurt after I've recommended that.
There's going to be a broken
That's what I like to
knees,
do. I like to go to
broken-
CQB fields where there's concrete and I like to slide around.
Oh.
Go ahead, George.
Yeah, I would never do that, and I am very confident in my skating abilities.
Because I'm a speed softer, really, at my core.
Yeah, he is. Extra crispy 9999. Extra crispy 9999. Hey guys, what plate carriers do you currently use? Also, what is your dream plate carrier? Sorry, I'm a kind of a gear whore.
That's okay. Currently, I'm actually running a custom vest that was made for me. That kind of took all of the advantages from several vests that we have seen. You know, we liked certain things from certain vests, and we wanted to adapt them into one platform that was easy to use, that kind of centered itself around the play style that we were doing a lot of. So,
very minimalistic style, very lightweight. How else to describe it? I mean, if you were going to compare it to something, it'd be very similar to Banshee, APC. I mean, not as big and bulky as the 6094A, but it's all in that kind of realm of these new age, like low profile plate carriers is what everybody is kind of going with now.
Yeah.
Especially what's really popular now is the scalable plate carrier styles, which I'm a huge
Very
fan
modular.
of. Very modular. So mine is also a custom PC. Maybe we can get into details later. We really don't know right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just stop there and just say that.
Suffice it to say, it's not so much about the vest. It's what you're doing
With it.
with the vest, and let me explain real quick, briefly, what I mean by that. Every vest is similar in the way that they all have PALS webbing. Every chest rig, every battle belt, every back panel, everything has PALS webbing. How you use that real estate, and they call it real estate because it's limited.
Yeah.
Because you only have so much. How you choose to lay that out in the optimal way for you to reduce the weight while still carrying everything you need to is important.
Other than that,
That's.
I mean, we're just as big of gear horrors as everyone else.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, I'm always looking at kit. I usually don't. In terms of PCs, I'm very picky with what I'm already using. Pouches is one thing I make sure that I look at who's doing the best job. I personally think that High Speed Gear and Blue Force Gear currently do the two best jobs in terms of pouches.
Both of which we carry.
Yes, both which we carry, but everything
Maxpedition
else
also does them pretty legit.
What's up?
Maxpedition also does them pretty legit. Don't they?
I've
The
never-
Maxpedition
no.
admin panel? That one?
Oh, the monkey admin panel?
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool admin panel. I like that one. I don't run an admin panel because I got pockets to put my phone. Probably not a good idea.
All right.
That just
a long question.
That ended abruptly. We were talking about our kits, man.
Caleb Brown asks, "Hey, Evike, Matt, George with a J."
Cool.
He's unique George
is
now.
that Jorge now?
I guess. And special guest, if any. Not today.
Not today, no.
What are the pros and cons of lone wolfing in a big or small airsoft field?
This is kind of funny.
This is a good question.
All right, I'll talk first.
Okay.
I'm very into the team-oriented everything for these. This is what I get. This is what has kept me in airsoft, to be honest with you, over the last however many years, 7 years now. What's kept me in it is my friends and the camaraderie I have with my teammates, my friends, people here who I play with. I like the team interaction. I like being a team player. I don't care how many kills I get. I don't care about losing, winning, any of that stuff. All it matters is pushing ourselves and our team to the limit that we're able to push ourselves to. That's what I like. And at the end of the day, just chilling and having
What's your ideal
soda.
squad size?
I think 12 is probably the max that I prefer. The amount that we had at Broken Home last weekend was a pretty good amount, but I think it's important for everybody to. It's really hard sometimes, even with a group, to have a good team-oriented team. Who I think what we did at Irene was really really cool. Considering we only have 5 people, we were able to meet up constantly in the night game, and that was incredible considering it was dark.
It certainly increases your experience.
Yeah.
Lone wolfing, okay.
I don't like lone wolfing. I don't like people who who lone wolf. I think that you should be a team player. I don't think that if you go and do something and thinking that you're going to accomplish really anything by yourself, you could kill a few people. You could get a few kills.
This is good.
And that's it.
This is good. We're going to have a difference of opinion.
That's what I feel. I feel like you're just going to go and maybe kill a few guys, and what's really going to happen? You're just going to kill a few guys, and maybe you'll have it on camera.
I think, and forgive me, this is good because we've got two different views.
Okay.
This is good.
That's my opinion.
Good for you guys. Okay, so personally, I think in the right hands, or with the right airsofter, with the right amount of experience, a lone wolf can be very effective. I think having an Overwatch, somebody who is good on comms that can get work done, a single man unit is going to provide a much smaller signature. It's going to be harder to detect. It's going to be harder to find, harder to shoot at, harder to ultimately chase down unless you've got them surrounded. With that said, lone wolves only work as long as there's a lone wolf. If you have an entire 24-man platoon or a squad of everybody's lone wolfing, that doesn't work because nobody knows where anybody's at. It's difficult to stay in contact with each other, and you're all going to end up probably shooting at each other, to be honest. With that said, personally, I'm not really much of a lone wolf unless I'm speed softing. If I'm in an indoor CQB environment, I thrive on my own. I don't like having to worry about other people.
Well, you shouldn't in that situation.
Right, 'cause
the only thing that you would maybe in a CQB environment that at least when I'm playing with my group or if I'm playing with somebody else I know is, hey, we have an opportunity to move up here.
Right.
Let's work together.
Right.
Other than that, I don't care where they are at any point in time. That's different than I'm talking about a large-scale engagement. I think it's more important to stay together than to get separated. Then sometimes people get heated. I've had that happen in the past where like we've lost squad members and they're like, "Where are you?" And then Michael Brown's yelling over the radio, and I'm like, "I'm here."
Well, and then to juxtapose my previous statement, if it's in a larger engagement, non necessarily indoor CQB related, I prefer working in smaller squads of maybe 2 to 4, because again, smaller profile, it's harder to detect, and you can still work very quickly. But there is where I would agree with George in that having extra people makes you more effective.
All right, we're taking a small question.
And you guys ever seen Double Dragon? Is anybody old enough out there to see Double Dragon?
I'm sure there's people who are old enough. I've never seen this. What is
Double Dragon was a cartoon based, I think, on a video game.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about the movie.
Was it a movie? No. Double Dragon. No, Double Dragon was the.
It's an arcade game.
It's an arcade game, but they had a cartoon around the same time.
If it's nerdy and cartoonish and a film, Roger will know about it.
I'm telling you, it's like around the time that Batman the series was on.
He's like a 12-year-old.
No, maybe not. Maybe it was
body.
older than that. Maybe it was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Old. I don't remember. Double Dragon. It had like the guy in the red and the guy in the blue.
Yeah.
And then they'd like.
Yeah,
and then
there's a game.
This is a really good question.
There's a cartoon series. That's what I'm talking about. That's how much I know about it. Other than I remember little things about it from a child.
Okay, you're totally killing the vibe here.
Sorry.
Matt. It's okay.
Last question.
Matt went on a tangent.
I don't know why I was thinking about Double Dragon.
Nick Agin, how to deal with on-field airsoft bullies, the kids that yell at you in front for not owning real steel anything. Okay, let's
Those guys need to
first
get off the field.
Yeah, let's first clarify a few things. This term real steel, what it means.
Apparently only airsofters use that term.
Yeah, only airsofters use that term. There's real guns, and there's more. I wouldn't even call gear real gear versus fake gear.
Well, I call it real steel. I'm sorry.
No, I say real steel too. I'm just as guilty, but I'm just clarifying the definition.
Okay.
I say the same thing when I'm like, I'm going real steel shooting this weekend. I'm not saying I'm going real shooting this weekend. But the point is okay. So if they're referring to real steel gear, that doesn't make any sense because all gear is gear.
Fabric is fabric.
There's different levels of the quality of construction, but just because something is not, there's a misconception that something made here is superior to something that could be made over there. Your Garter Cirrus that we were just talking about is a good vest, high quality. It was expensive. It was made overseas. Maxpedition, made overseas, still very good quality.
Condor being used by active duty real military.
Yeah, but their military, the slings and stuff that they're used over there are made in the U.S.
I'm just saying, but this is a company that started making recreational.
Yeah, recreational gear works. I've never seen a Condor pouch fail. I mean, obviously all gear wears out eventually, but just because, and even some of the, I would more refer to the clone market, gear versus authentic gear. Then that's different, but
you're still asking it to do the same thing. Yeah. Is it still made of the same materials?
And everybody has their own budget, I have a pretty big airsoft budget, and, I'm not boasting that. I'm just saying that I spend a lot of money on my hobby, probably more than I should. And you spend, you just ordered your Cry Precision pants.
That was out of necessity.
That was out of necessity. Yeah. So he needed some new pants. He saw my pants. He's like,
George, those are some nice pants.
Those are really nice. I'm like, and now
because he took him to battle. No, he took him to Broken Home 3, and we're all getting rigged up, and I was just like, those are interesting pants. Where'd you get those? And he's like, these are Cries. And I was like, I don't have any of those.
But you have a Cry top. So.
I do, but 511 pants. And not to say that the 511 pants are not great.
Well, the 511 pants are great, and I have a 511 top. I just wanted the integrated knee pads that are in the Cry ACs. I already had knee pads from I've had the other inserts that go inside my Tad pants. I like those, and everybody has something, and it's what they're comfortable with. I like knee pads that I don't have to put on over pants.
So, to the question.
The question is,
totally got off track.
Okay, what do you do against bullies? I just don't think these people, I'm calling you out right now. And if you're like, well, you're not a real airsofter, okay, hit me up, and I'll show you the gear I have, and then you could just shut up.
Not even then. It's like, dude,
you shouldn't be I don't go to fields with superior gear making fun of somebody who has, not even inferior gear, just different gear or clone gear. I'm not going to make fun of somebody like that. Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us once again on the Not So Round Table. This was I don't know what was going on in this episode. Both of us are tired and on energy.
I'm about to have this 5-hour energy I just got.
So hopefully we were able to answer quite a few of your questions. We got fairly deep into some of these questions, so I hope this episode was as helpful as the previous ones. And as far as I can tell, you guys seem to like this series, so we're going to continue doing it for as long as you guys have
just
questions.
kidding. 30 episodes. We're done. Woo!
Oh, okay, so we'll see you guys next time. Maybe with a guest. Maybe we'll bring Roger on.
Yeah, maybe we will one day.
If you want to know what Roger looks like, that front page on Evike.com with that epic beard, that operator.
Yeah, that's him.
That is Roger.
That is him, and that is all my equipment.
Oh, that's true.
And one final thought: if you want to hit Matt up with a personal question, you can hit his Facebook up, or you can hit my Facebook up.
Yeah.
If you want a personal question answered, don't parade me. And if neither of us answer right away, you gotta understand we get a bunch.
Well, no, we get a lot of questions. It's just
you get a lot of questions.
It's just difficult to answer. When you send me a message and you're like, "Hey, I'm just getting an airsoft. What gun should I buy?"
That's a lot of use there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you an L-Peg.
Exactly.
Or a AAA powered pistol.
If you're looking for something unique, the Beretta ARX 160. Okay, bye guys.